Greetings in the name of Yahuwah and his son Yahushua HaMashiach. My name is Malak Shalomo, and today is the 20th of October 2023. The market just opened here at 9:30. We're about 50 seconds, 1 minute in. All right, so we're getting some push up here in the market. Might be an open test rejection. It's looking like it's setting up like that anyway. All right, so the developing volume pointer control just moved up on price here. So we have a possible MPOC fail or MPOC boost. See, we have Camarilla S3 down here at overnight low at 42.8275. I'll probably look to take that as a breakdown retest. See, looking back at the structure here, let's see on the 15-minute. Yeah, so that's a double bottom at Camarilla S3. We had basically, if we're doing a little Wyckoff theory, we had the initial preliminary support here at 42.92. We had a secondary test. We had like we can say this is the automatic rally here at 43.0425, and now we might get some chop and then eventually breakdown. Let me see here. All right, so this might be preliminary support at overnight high, and then we got the secondary test here, and then we went into chop. So it's not really a good auction. It doesn't really have the automatic rally, which is probably this here at overnight high. It's supposed to go a little higher. So right now that's not a good auction in process right there. It's looking like it might be a redistribution level because there wasn't much of an automatic rally there. So it's looking like we redistributing at this auction level here, and probably will break down Camarilla S3 and overnight low. So yeah, I think that's my bet for today. Alright, so we're bouncing off VWAP, we're bouncing back up to this moving point of control here, which is overnight POC as well. Overnight VPOC, that is. Alright, this is value area high here at 43.4875, and value area low is where is it? Okay. Right, so we're below value area low is at 43.2775, We have yesterday's VPOC at 43.30.25. All right, still auctioning within this range here, making possibly a lower high right here. If you let's see, pull out a trend line. So possibly making a lower high within the range. Let's see if we're gonna break above that level. Probably get a double top right there. We made that top right there at previous week's low at 42.9950. Right, so if we push up, we're gonna test probably previous week's low. We have yesterday's close to test as well, and we have central pivot top central range here at 43.12. And then we have this golden pivot zone here at with Camarilla R3 and central floor pivot. Right, so we broke above that trend line. We're making a double top right now. I have an accumulation distribution indicator from quantum trading, and this has been touched 7 times on the resistance side. So you can see that there it has the number 7 on it. That dashed red line right there is being hit and rejected off of that 7 times before. Right, so we're pushing up again on previous week's low. Monthly cam S3 is at 42.37.75. I think that might be the target for today if we end up bearish. All right, the same thing is happening today again. Slow auction open, and this whole week has been a slow auction open, and then later on in the session is when you get the break and the move, right? So I'm not entering any trades, trying to catch any early moves right now. So we're getting the rejection of a previous week's high, low, and also this accumulation distribution zone right here. Just keep the alert tab open so I can see what's coming in from other markets and stuff like that. All right, so we're getting a nice rejection here. We're coming back to the moving park level. That could be a possible entry, but I don't want to end up in the chop, so I'm not rushing to enter right now. Because I think we're also in a phase C of price accumulation or distribution right now. So this is my Wyckoff chart, and I think we're in phase C in a it's either reaccumulation or distribution. So we'll see how it goes. We got some buying strength coming out there. We had some spikes out of the auction range, and now we're hitting a prior accumulation resistance. Right, so around this area here was prior accumulation for like the big run up before we started to move down. So that was in March to June, I believe it was. And now we're just bouncing around here. So let's see if we break down in this phase here. Just move this across more. Still in phase C. It's looking like distribution, so I labeled it phase C DS. We had this kind of little chop action here. You see how much movement and wicks was in this candle here. That's phase B. And then we had that false breakout. And now we're back inside the range. So it's looking like a redistribution setup. All right, we're still pushing up. All right, we're getting the push up to probably heading up to the golden pivot zone maybe. All right, first stop here of resistance is 43.12. Right now we're at 43.01. We're heading to take out yesterday's close and overnight high. We also hitting this lower VPOC. No, sorry, lower VWAP band right here, this green line at around yesterday's close. So we might get a rejection off of that and overnight high. So this area here might be resistance. All right, so we're getting the rejection off of that lower VWAP band here at 43.0275. We use the arrows. Right there, you see that green sloping line, that's the lower VWAP band. We're getting the rejection off of there. That's yesterday's close as well. Still could potentially take out overnight high though. I was supposed to resubscribe to Bookmap this morning, but I kind of woke up late, so still using the stream right here. Let's see, we're getting that push up off of 42.96. This developing volume pointer control, which is the yellow line on this Bookmap chart. Looking like we may come back to retest that. We have a small auction here. We have a preliminary stop. Then a possible selling climax, buying climax. Lower points of support here. Let's see. So if we're gonna break that or we're gonna hold support at this level. Oh, so we broke it, right? All right, this might be a decisive moment here. Let me go back to the chart. All right, so on my trading view chart, this could be the MPOC field right now. VPOC is sitting here at 42.93.75. And it's looking like we're gonna break down a little bit. What I might do is take a breakdown and retest. This is also VWAP right here. This white line here is VWAP. So that's moving into the VPOC level, creating a strong support level. So if that breaks down, that's a possible short right there. All right, so I'm gonna take a short right there. Stop is at 42.96, entry is at 42.9250. Looking like it still might swipe me though. All right, closing that. All right, so that's the chop I was talking about there. So that first little setup that failed, we had to buy at the VWAP level. So let's see what's up now. Coming up to this VWAP resistance band, this upper band right here at 42.9725. Let's see if we get a rejection off of that level. Back up here at this accumulation resistance zone, 42.9825. Let's see if it's gonna push through or it's gonna fail at that level. Right here. Alright, so we pushing through. We got not that much volume going in, but still pushing through. Back up here to test previous week's low. I think this is going to be the resistance level right there. So far we got 2 wicks so far to the upside here. Around previous week's low. One went up to below yesterday's close. So this high right now is 43.0225. We back up at previous week's low. 42.9950. And let's see if we head up to this second upper band here at VWAP, which is 43.0175. Let's see what's the reaction up there. And we also hit this lower VWAP band here at 43.02 on the 1 hour chart as well. There's a lot of resistance at this level right here, man. So I think this is a good breakdown level here. Maybe we might try to take out overnight high and then probably fail. Alright, it's looking like we holding above this upper VWAP band at 42.9775. Came back, we retesting it again. Back below this accumulation distribution resistance zone here, we have 7 touches on that. All right, so the buying is slowing down right now. All right, taking a short here, and I should in this paper trade here, so I could take some simultaneous shorts. All right, we got some nice momentum to the downside. We have some support here on this accumulation distribution indicator at 42.89.75. So let's see if we get a bounce here or if we push through. Lower VWAP band is at 42.89.25. So that's a little support. Excuse me, a little support area. Let's see if we get that push through, right? We get momentum. All right, we're retesting this VWAP level here. Let's see what it does at this level. Set this stop to break even. All right, looking to get some continuation here. Just added there at 42.90. What is that? 42.92. All right, we're getting a little breakdown here. Lower VWAP band, just hitting that. Initiative selling should come in here and push past that. Or else we're gonna get some bouncing right there at 42.89. So initiative selling coming in. All right, so this account here has to get to 159 and then it'll get funded. So you might see that in action right now. We got basically like 100 to go. And as soon as that gets funded at 159, I'll close that trade because you're supposed to close it. You're not supposed to really trade past that level. All right, we're getting a pullback here. Let me close. Oh man, I was still using this. All right, let me close this one here. All right, so I had to close both of them, so we're still in the red. 142.75. Right, so let's see what it's gonna do again. All right, so we had this retest of VWAP. And so a breakdown of this candle here at 42.91.25 is a good entry. Stop above 42.95. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna enter there at 42.91. Let's see if we get some continuation there. We need some initiative sellers to break down this lower VWAP band here at 42.89. All right, it's looking like it wants to break now. It's kind of struggling and teetering around this level here. We need some initiative sellers to push price down. All right, looking like we're making some moves. If we break lower VWAP band, I want to add to my position there. Struggling a little bit. All right, I'm gonna add right there. Let's see if we could get this one funded today. Alright, so we're getting this bounce here at weekly Camarilla S4. That's at 42.85, so that's creating some support there. Let's see if we could get a breakdown of that level. So we're basically retesting this lower VWAP band. One of my rules is that if it closes above this level on a 5-minute candle, I should probably close because the downtrend is kind of is weak, you know. So let's see here if weekly Camarilla S4 is providing a lot of support, and maybe I might have to close this trade. I need initiative sellers to push this price below and keep it below lower VWAP band right here. I think it's trying to shake me out of my short position, so I'm trying to just hold on. Could probably do a add here at the breakdown of 42.84. And let me pull this back across. Let's see if we could get funded today. Basically got roughly 300 to go. Gotta crawl out of the red here and try and cover that 300 roughly, or 200 right now, roughly 225. All right, let's see if we're gonna break 42.84. Come on, another bounce, man. Let's just clear this lower VWAP band and just keep moving down, man. All right, this is looking good. Got a nice rejection here at 42.8775. We need that push down to Camarilla S3 at 42.8275. Come on, we need that breakdown of 42.84. Right, so we pushing on camera ruler S4 again at 42.85. We need to break that as well. That's weekly cam S4 at 42.85. 42.84.50. Just need to break 42.84 and I'm gonna add to my position. Right, add in here. Right, so I should probably close out on this account here because I just got funded. Let me just make sure it stays below 159. That's this account right here. I want it to be securely above 159. I don't want Apex to give me no trouble, 159.02, 159.80. I need it to just push down a little more. All right, that's good enough. Right, so 159.273 funded on that account. And this one, I'm gonna just let this one ride. Let me just adjust my stop here. 42.86. All right, let's see what some targets we could look for here. Monthly cam is at 42.37.50. Monthly cam S3. So let's see 42.40. And let's see here. Let's see what else we got. Oh, and that's VWAP right there. Daily VWAP at 42.04.50. Okay, so all right, let's see if we could catch a nice runner here on this breakdown. All right, so on this trade here we up 412 and I want this to run down to probably 42.40 at monthly cam S3. Let's see, let me make sure. 42.39, yeah, so I want to get here at 42.40. All right, so I was just typing in my Discord there. That's Premier Tier Traders. Let me pull it across so you can see it. All right, so just told them I got funded. That's my brethren right there, Jeremy. Bombs over Baghdad. Yeah, so we have a nice little chat going on here. We just exchange ideas and stuff like that. I was talking about yesterday I said that where is it? That the Russell 2000 broke that long-term structure. Let's dance, you know. So I was looking at the Russell 2000 and it being a leading indicator. All right, we still selling. All right, cool. Looking like a trend day right now, man. So we're trying to catch this runner right now. Right now we're at 42.74. I can move my stop to 42.82, 82.50, and just let it go. All right, we up to 1100 on that account. So that's up at 156.406. Who knows? We might even get funded on this today too as well. All right, so we have floor pivot S1 coming up at 42.6675. That's also a support zone right here. And this is the weekly floor pivot S1. We just hit the daily floor pivot S1 and we broke that at 42.7425. So now next target is 42.6675. All right, so should I trail some more? Trail to Camarilla S3 probably at 42.84. Wait, hold on. I was already below that at 42.80 now. Let's see here. Potential reversal. The thing about these Apex accounts is that you don't want to give back too much because that moves up your what do they call it, like your threshold, right? So what I might do is close this here and just keep that for now, because there's a certain way you have to trade these evaluation accounts, because if you let it come back too much, the 1175 or wherever it got to is actually moving up the trailing threshold, right? So even if even though you touch 1175, right? And you let it pull back to like where I got here to like 772. Your threshold still moved up in accordance with the 1175. You see what I'm saying? So it's a little tricky. You gotta trade this a little different than like holding runners and stuff like that. It's a little tricky trading these evals. So anyway, that's my trades for today. I might jump back in here on this. Let's see if we get a breakdown here of, all right, so I'm gonna trail my stop to above this wick level here on this paper trade. If we get a breakdown of S1 again at 42.74, I might enter again. Yeah, I think this is a good risk to reward trade right here. Right, so stop just above this wick. I think it's just above. And let's see if we get a continuation. Want to get to 42.40. Excuse me. I want to get to 42.40, man, you know. Right, so it's looking like continuation. So back in that trade there, secured some of that profit and just jump back in. One thing I gotta look at here for my target though, in case we start reversing, right? Liquidity here is probably down to like maybe 42.60, 42.55, 42.50. So right now I'm gonna set my stop at 42.50 because there's really no liquidity at 42.40. Excuse me. Alright, so let me just adjust my stops to 42.50. All right, we're getting continuation here. We broke past 42.74.25. That's floor pivot S1. Right. Weekly floor pivot S1 is at 42.66.75. That's a possible target right now as well. Oh, we have Camarilla S4 at 42.62.50. So that kind of lines up with floor pivot S1, the weekly. All right, let's see. We had a nice little retest here of this floor pivot S1 level. So this candle came back up here to 42.73.75, or that's where it opened basically. And now we're pushing down. We broke this doji low at 42.72.25. So it's looking like continuation. We have Camarilla S4 at 42.62.25, so 42.62.50. So that's a possible target right now. And always gotta be mindful, it's a trend day, but you gotta watch for reversal traders. And when you get these huge down candles like on the 1 hour here, it's easy to get those reversals. But on the daily chart, we just started to move down. So that's why I think we could even get to like 4201.25 at VWAP here, daily VWAP. So I'm gonna take one of these and I want to extend that. $42.02. So that's a good target right there. Let's see if we could catch all of that. Still, you see we're getting this pullback right there. Let's see what it's doing. We're still kind of teetering around here below floor pivot S1. So maybe some buyers stepping in. All right, I'm gonna close that. That's a possible reversal happening right there. And I'm gonna close that paper trade as well. All right, let me just step out of it, man. Let's see. I don't know where we're at on the P&L. All right, 742. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. All right, y'all. So that's my trading for today. We ended the week nicely. Caught a nice little downtrend right here. Started shorting at I think this was my entry here, 42.92. Or this was 42.91. Maybe that was an ad and just went caught all the way down to basically 42.75 or 42.77.75. So was a cool little trade today. Let's see. Let's go back to where I entered. Let's see, 42.91.25. Let's see, 42.91. So that was basically like a VWAP breakdown and a move developing volume pointer control breakdown right there. So we had the retest and we broke down. So as you see earlier in the video, we were looking at the resistance level here, yesterday's close, previous week's low, and also on the 15-minute chart, you can see this accumulation distribution level here got 8 touches, and that's where we finally broke down from this resistance level here at 42.9875. So that's my quantum trading accumulation distribution indicator. So we're just every time you get a bounce and a move away from that level, like support here, you get another number added. They'll +1 on that. All right. So yeah, that's the trades for today, y'all. And also got funded on one of my accounts today, so I'm gonna send Apex the email, and then next week we trade in funded on that account. We live. All right, y'all. It's Malak Shalomo. Shabbat Shalom to everyone, and y'all trade safe and stay blessed.